side of that, and that'll get you a spy right onto the face and just walk across. You'll see a gate to go through. And get all that face.
Oh, I see. Well, I love this concept, getting out on our own, and you know, I don't know the ground.
Be spying hard into
As long as I come away thinking I've done all I can, if I've made a mistake, learn from it, and we'll crack on and do it again sometime. But there's nothing guaranteed with this, and that's the part of it I really, really enjoy.
What we've got to do is tap into the resource of stalkers who are keen and capable and can assist with the culling pressure necessary to achieve all the targets we've been set. So one of the things I want to see is this volunteer army, for want of a better phrase, deployed effectively. And that means actually giving people the opportunity to, if they can demonstrate that they're accurate shots and that they've met the deer standard, you know, the DSC2, DMQ2 qualification, that they are fit to go and do their thing. And what we do is basically offer a bit of logistics and backup if it's required, and it allows us to carry on an important function, which is allowing the government's ambition to have an increase in forest cover take place, where these schemes have gone ahead and maintain deer populations at levels where they don't damage the crop.
We know where the boundaries are, we know where the marches are, but we've got to find some deer. So this is the challenge, yeah? Yes. Now you know where they are.
Well, when you said we've got to find the deer,
well, okay.
It reminds me of that famous quote, you know, when Tonto and the Lone Ranger suddenly decided they're surrounded. And the Lone Ranger says to Tonto, he says, we're surrounded by Indians. He says, what do you mean we?
So let's talk about the extraction, because that's one of the first things when we're looking into this project. Thought, wow, how we can get these beasts out.
There are one or two rides through the wood and one or two access tracks to its periphery, but the bulk of it requires a fairly daunting amount of physical effort to get the animals out.
Okay, right. Daunting. Yeah, but I must say I've actually packed 2 straps. One's for me, yep, and one's for David. So if he thinks he can hold that camera, all afternoon, I've got a beast. You are pulling, young man. So do not, yeah, you're in on this as well. Just doing a lot of glassing. I'm trying to work out what the best thing to do really, because we know the beasts are in there somewhere. I can see into the wood as well, so I'm just kind of working out a bit of a plan really as to how we go about it. Something spooked some stags. There's a load of stags over there and they've just been bumped across there, and my slight concern is whether they bumped any of the other beasts further down the valley. So I'm just biding my time a wee bit, so let's let them settle down a wee bit. Basically what I want to do is I want to see, I want to look into the bottom of that burn there, because I imagine as the wind's coming over, the beasts will be kind of sheltering in there. But if I do that, I'm going to wind that wood, so I don't really want to do that. And the wind's turning a bit more westerly as well, so I'm slightly conscious we need to kind of move fairly soon. So I think what we can do is just head east and go around the top, maybe spy some beasts up on the top there. And then we'll come over the top and then drop down on the top of that forest down there, I think, that part of the forest. Decisions. Got to try and make a plan here. The beasts are there somewhere, probably about half, 3/4 mile away. I know they're this side of the couple of nollies there. I don't know whether to cut through the wood. It's quite, well, it's not thick at all actually, but just go through this spruce here and try to get onto them, or actually just say blow it, just go out wide, up, and come down onto them. I'm getting right into the wind there, so I'm just trying balancing it all up really. My gut says go high. My head says actually, if we just go through there, we may just see them. They may have just spotted us, so we're quite a long way, but I know they're looking up a wee bit. So, you know, I think by the time we get on there, they should be pretty well settled. So, yeah, this is where you need a cup of tea. There's one sitting down. Yeah, one or two sitting down, one standing up. I can't quite see what they are yet. The problem we've got is actually getting onto them. I expect they're about 300 metres away, but the ground drops away. Probably go back and along a bit and take another look at them. But I think what we do is have a bite to eat just to calm ourselves down a wee bit and have a rethink. But yeah, there's 2 stags at the top there. I think some hinds a bit below. We've just seen the animals we've been trying to stalk for the last 3 hours over there. I'm pretty sure they never saw us, but I don't know what it is, something's winded them or they were stuck just over here, and we're in dead ground for about an hour. We're going to just head straight into the wind now, and there's a valley down the bottom there about half a mile, 3/4 mile away, and we're just going to roll down the top of the face of the hill, and hopefully we'll see a few beasts maybe just sheltering next to the burn there. We've got about 2 hours of daylight left really, so we need to just get on there and see if we can find something. But anyway, that's stalking for you. So I say rucksnugger rifle needs to improve. I think we're on plan C or D or E. I don't know which one it is at the moment anyway, but we've got a cunning plan. There's a couple of roe deer about half a mile away on the other side of the burn. They're just neatly tucked up on the leeward side, so I think what we can do is just tab. It's quite steep down here. We're going to tab down here and get along there if we can, and see if we can get onto them. We've got the trees to contend with as well, but that's not a problem at all. But you can feel the wind is really pounding us from behind. The mist keeps on coming down. It's getting a bit cold anyway, so we need to move on. And let's see if we can get onto them and see if we can get ourselves a roe, because they're not wanted in this part of the plantation anyway.
And slightly lighter as well.
Yes, I mustn't forget actually is the road is a bit lighter, and we got a long way back. The rangefinder said they're 150 odd yards away, so spot on. My rifle zeroed at 150 yards, so I think what we do is I'm just going to belly down a wee bit and just get a nice stable position on an open area and just take our time. They seem very, very happy just to move to the left hand side, so I'm just going to wait up and take the shot when we can. I think go back the other way now, aren't you? Content, okay. Okay, back to shoot in a minute. Mm-hmm. Okay. Okay, on the second one at the moment, on the right hand side, it's still moving. Yep. Still got that one. Okay. Okay. A reasonably straightforward shot, a lot of waiting to do. The road kept moving between the trees, couldn't get onto them. I suppose the 30-06 is slightly overkill for a roe deer, but we're doing a job here. We're on a management cull. They need to go anyway, so quite an interesting stalk in some ways. As I said, we thought they'd seen us, had to wait 15-20 minutes, and just got onto them quite nicely. And just waited and waited and waited until they presented themselves. The youngster presented himself first, just went straight down, and the mother just ran up the bank a wee bit and came back as they normally would do, and took her as well. So yeah, a good clean kill, both animals, and a good job done for the forester. So I think the boys will be happy. I wonder where we are. It can only be Scotland. Robbie, Tim, how you doing? Well, we got a couple of small substitutes for you. We've got a couple of roe deer for you. So, okay, so we're right down the far end where you talked about those birch trees. thinking about grallicking them, both the beasts here, but we've got about a 300-yard drag. It's full of peat and heather and gorse and God knows what else. So I think my choice is actually just to drag them along the side of the burn here than to the track. So yeah, I think it's probably the most practical thing just at the moment anyway.